Alright, second order of business, man. Second order of business now. Super Bowl coming up, you know what I'm saying? NFL season done kicked off, you know what I'm talking about. And it's been announced who's gonna be at the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is in New Orleans. 2025, you know, the Super Bowl's in New Orleans. And we all know who's orchestrating, you know, the Super Bowls. You know, for the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? He is now like the over the music, you know, the performance at the Super Bowl. A pretty corporate job, I would say, and corporate is a key word here. You'll see going forward. And this year, it's been announced, you know, video is out, the whole nine. Kendrick Lamar, you know, he been on fire this year, man. Not Like Us, smash, mega smash, you know, hit, and you know it's just been going up. You know what I'm saying? We all know that's the diss to Drake. It's an actual diss song. You know, usually diss songs don't make it to be your smash mega hit. It don't usually be big like this, but Kendrick managed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know he took down. He took down the Goliath, you know what I'm saying, Drizzy Drake. And everybody's, you know, in a frenzy, in the uproar, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rumblings, a lot of talk about how you gonna come to New Orleans, Jay-Z, and not fuck with Lil Wayne. Now I agree. You know, for the Super Bowl to be as big as it is, you know what I'm saying? For the Super Bowl to be in New Orleans, we all know what Lil Wayne done for the game. We all know what Lil Wayne has contributed far as music, far as culture, far as, you know, just the overall image and direction of, you know, rap, especially in the South. But I'm gonna say just, you know, period, you know, rap game, period. And not pay homage to the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, one of our GOATs. And to be real, me personally, I feel 3 ways about it. And they all different. And they all not same-sided. It's a lot of moving parts in this as well. We all know Kendrick and Drake is, you know, historical beef. You know, I don't think it'll ever be a beef as big as this one. It hasn't been Jay-Z and Nas that, I mean, this bigger than that. You know, this bigger than that. Ether didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Now, you know, we didn't have a person of the culture, you know, pressing buttons for the Super Bowl back then, but still, you know, that's pretty much, to me, the next biggest beef, and even that didn't make it, you know, to the Super Bowl, but this one made it all the way to the Super Bowl. And was Jay-Z wrong for that? I don't know. I feel like Lil Wayne have to be involved in some sort of way. Like I said, I got 3 ways to feel about that. And not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. I'm just telling you what is, or what I perceive to be what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Now, it's quite funny because, you know, biggest what? First person shooter, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, damn, Drake. It's big as the Super Bowl, nigga. They not like us, nigga. Damn. That's coming full circle with it. And You know, that's a big shot to take right there. You know what I'm talking about? Kendrick made it to the Super Bowl, and you actually referred to a diss song that was, you know, pretty much started this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or pretty much had a lot to do with, you know, why the beef, you know, went on. You know what I'm talking about? And he won up it. Kendrick Lamar won up that and actually make it to the Super Bowl. That's you know, clap that up, nigga. Clap that shit up, nigga. Now, the first way I feel about it. The first way I feel about it, right? All right. Is this a boss move? Is this a boss move? Is this a petty move? Is this a legacy for legacy move? You know what I'm saying? Is this a, you know, like I said, you know, a boss move? And to be real, you know, if we gonna say Jay-Z, okay, bet. You know, the next person, far as a comparison or, you know, just a, you know, legacy for legacy, would be Drake, you know, in this equation. You know, definitely can go back and forth with him as far as hits, music, albums, you know, whatever. Sales, you know, impact, you know, the writing part, that's where they can separate. But, you know, business-wise, legacy-wise, Drake has been, you know, aiming for that. He been, you know what I'm saying, he been going in that trajectory of, you know, catching, you know, Jay. You know, if I ain't mistaken, he had a song where he was like, I used to want to be Warren Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay. Now I got a house in LA. Now I got a bigger Poudier. Some, you know, some shit like that. I remember that song, man. And I'm sure a nigga like Jay-Z ain't, you know, he ain't forget that. He heard that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, fast forward to now, you know, like positioning wise, you know, he can be, you know, if he keep going on with his run, you know what I'm talking about? He took a big L, you know, the Kendrick big L, but if he keep going, you know, he can still, you know, have his claim to fame, you know what I'm talking about, you know, in this rigged game. But, you know, we just talking music though, you know what I'm talking about? So, for you to be on the Super Bowl, that's big, you know, that's a good look, you know what I'm talking about? You know, that's a lot of notoriety, that's a lot of, you know, residuals that come with that, you know what I'm talking about? So why put your rival on that stage if you Jay-Z? That's his point of view, that's his side of it. Alright, and you know, Drake got a lot of things, you know, under his belt that you know, you just gotta, you know, respect if in that part of the, you know, realm of it, you know what I'm talking about? You gotta look at some of the behind the scenes things that's done happen between Jay-Z and Drake, you know, and I'm sure stuff like this, when you at those levels, you know what I'm saying, just as men, just as competitors, just as, you know, name, you pay attention to these things, and these things are not taken in a good light, you know what I'm saying? they are not, like cool moves, you know what I'm saying? These are things that might, you know, shove out a little resentment, shove out a little, okay, I got you, my nigga, shit like that, a little bit of, what I'm saying, disdain for the next, when moves like this are, being played and put out, like, okay, let's say, Beyonce, she was putting out one of her albums. I don't know which one it was, the disco joint or the country joint, and that was the same year Drake dropped Honestly Nevermind, that weird album that he just went left on, was experimenting in the Afro beats and stuff like that. And that dropped right before Beyonce's big, splash, and that kind of got in the way, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, stuff like that, because you hear about people pushing their album back when somebody drop because they don't want to, they shine to get in between or they shine. So, I'm sure Jay-Z saw that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Jay-Z was like, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I see that. I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Another thing. So the next thing that, that's behind the scenes, Drake and Jay-Z, is, y'all remember Tidal? Y'all remember back, what was that? Probably 2015, 2016, somewhere up in there. And Jay-Z was coming out with Tidal. You know what I'm talking about? And he went to all the, black artists, some of his people, Rihanna, your Kanye's, Beyonce's, and other artists in the game, and, asked them or, got them or, just was a part of the plan to buy into Tidal, and use it as a, cultural platform, ours, exclusive, music, distribution, the whole 9 streaming, all that. And he went to Drake, and like, come on, man, like buy in, woo the woo. And Drake said, fuck that. I'm going over here to Apple. I'm dropping exclusively on Apple. I ain't getting down with that Tidal shit. So, that's two things that could have, Jay-Z like, oh, okay, nigga, bet. I got you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he can be on that type of time, you know what I'm saying? Like, levels and, it's egos and, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's shit like, you never know, who might can do you a favor or who might can put you in a position, or you never know just who might make it to where. So you don't know what bridge to cross and not cross, you know what I'm saying, along those lines. But, Drake is like, he Drake. So he probably don't even worry about or care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He big enough to make moves on his own and, do his own thing far as, a move like that. And I think that's something that Jay-Z probably on the low far as, not the artist Drake, but like the business side of Drake, that's probably something he don't really, fuck with, even though Jay-Z is a corporate nigga himself. They all in the same brotherhood anyway, but, like Jay-Z tries to establish, black independence in art and, being free, doing what you want to do. And Drake is pretty much taking, the corporate route, signing the Apple, signing that big contract with Universal, 400, 500 million, you know what I'm saying? And see that type of shit, it make it hard for that type of shit, it make it hard for everybody else that's up under them, and you know, deals that's being made in the future where we need to, you know, keep our leverage. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if Drake would have took maybe that independent, you know, route, you know, he could, you know, change the playing field a little bit. You know, he's that big, but you know, Drake is, you know, he half Jew, man. You know, he's a Jew, you know, and of course he gonna always go in that route, I believe, you know what I'm saying? Taking, you know, those big deals with those big conglomerates and, you know, making that sort of the standard. And while Jay-Z is, you know, pushing, you know, all this independence and excellence and yada yada, you know what I'm talking about, as far as the culture wise, what you bring into the game, you know, your art, your creativity and all that shit. Okay, so with all that being said, you know, that's the first way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, he in this position of power. He can make a move. Of course, he can go get a Lil Wayne, which would make all the sense in the world to have Drake and put him on this same platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that would be the move if he was to go get Lil Wayne. You know what I'm talking about? And that would be, hey, I ain't gonna let this nigga get on my level type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause Drake can, and far as the perception wise, numbers wise, music wise, business wise, he's the only one that can really, you know, get up there. And let me throw this out there for further proof. Just last year or the year before, Dr. Dre did the Super Bowl, and Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent at the Super Bowl to perform with Dr. Dre. We all know 50 Cent, Eminem, you know, that whole clique over there, you know, they fuck with each other, you know, that's they clique. Or, you know, that's the alliance over there. And Jay-Z clearly didn't want 50 Cent at the Super Bowl, but Eminem, you know, stood 10 toes, quote unquote, for 50, you know, word on the street, and, you know, documented and reported that, Eminem rolled 10 toes, you know, for 50 Cent. Like, look, if he ain't there, I ain't there. And you know you need me. You know what I'm saying? So, Jay-Z, that's not, basically what I'm saying, that's not a far-fetched move to do the same thing to Drake. That's basically what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I said all that to say that. And that's pretty much the first way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? This just could be a boss move, legacy move. Alright, now, the second way I feel about it. Okay, look, y'all. It's the Super Bowl. That means this is corporate. This is quote unquote family friendly. This is the biggest event in the world. This is sponsors and, you know, kids and you know, white people, you know what I'm saying, and white people, and you know what I'm saying, and white people, you know what I'm saying. We gotta make this shit, you know what I'm saying, good for them. And there's no, you know what I'm saying, no R word for this shit, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying, you know, cause you know you got, you know, Asians and you know, Indians, Arabs, the whole nine, the whole world fuck with the Super Bowl, biggest event of the year. You know what I'm saying? Every year, biggest advertising event of the year, biggest corporate event of the year. You know what I'm saying? Biggest marketing event of the year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come to the Super Bowl, corporate people, you know what I'm saying, come to the Super Bowl from all over, and they come to enjoy a show. and a good, a good game. So when we talking halftime, when we talking, performance, we talking about, just millions and millions of eyes, and money tied into this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they need marketable music and pretty much a marketable act at these functions at this particular function. You know what I'm saying? Let's take Lil Wayne. Now we're not talking that Wayne ain't marketable. Wayne ain't deserving of the stage. Lil Wayne is very, very qualified for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Hits and all, name and all. You know what I'm saying? Legacy and all. But probably the way Jay-Z is looking at it, like, right now Kendrick got the better song. He got the better moment leading up to all of this. His performance, Kendrick just did the Juneteenth shit, and he performed no lyrics behind the beats, and performed for hours, word for word, breath, control of the crowd, got, he just more physically inclined, to, perform probably in Jay-Z eyes, better than, Lil Wayne probably, and that's not a slight. It's a lot of rumors that Lil Wayne be forgetting his lyrics or don't know the lyrics. I've heard several people in the media say that. I can remember one instance of at a concert with Lil Wayne. It was a bad concert, but it probably been more of those. But I don't know. I don't think that should be a knock on Lil Wayne, because honestly, you got a lot of time to prepare for that. You got like months and months and months to prepare, for that, and you can be prepared for that. So even if that was the case, that could all be fixed by the time the Super Bowl gets here. If even if you felt like that, is that a route that Jay want to take? If that was the case, I don't know, but just adding all that into account, you know what I'm saying? I hear people saying, "Oh, we don't want Lil Wayne smoking on stage, yada yada." Just his image, his perception, his and yeah, just those right there, his image and perception. Probably in Jay-Z mind, it don't say Super Bowl. Kendrick, he got songs with Taylor Swift and Maroon 5 and these types of people, that makes it marketable. You might see Taylor Swift perform. I wouldn't doubt it. And side note, who's to say we won't see Lil Wayne? This could be a very, very big surprise. I'm sure people that's responsible for this performance, Jay-Z included, they hear this shit, they see this shit, and you might see Wayne as a surprise, you know what I'm saying, of some sort, just because the people talking so much, just to, have that surprise moment, like, damn, you know what I'm saying, we was talking all that shit, boom, Lil Wayne actually was performed, not the headliner, but he actually got on stage, did something. You might see that. I wouldn't rule that out. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like far as all that marketing branding, man. Jay-Z probably just look at Lil Wayne as not as marketable as Jay-Z, far as to the people, that the market, the pretty much the eyes that's gonna be watching that. You know what I'm saying? He probably feel like Kendrick Lamar got the biggest song, and he might want to take down Drake. Might just want to, put the nail in the coffin for real, and really blow it out of proportion. You perform it at the Super Bowl. That'll really take that shit up. That'll really take that shit up for real. And that's the second way. Last but not least, the third reason why I believe, or let's just say, the third reason why, or what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? The third way I'm feeling about Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl. The third way I'm feeling is pretty much this right here. Up north, them niggas different than down south. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is up there, and preferably New York. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas in Philly. Shout out my nigga Tion. I got niggas in New Jersey. Shout out to my nigga Big Hop, man, Swag. Midwest, Chicago, I know and fuck with niggas in those areas. So I'm not really talking about them. It's pretty much New York niggas, man. They really just don't fuck with niggas in the South, like they do they area, they region. And that's them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about the South that they don't give credit to, or shed light to, or what I'm saying, give us our proper due. You know what I'm talking about? But they just don't really fuck with the South like that. And you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z is a up north nigga. He's from New York, and he not finna. He probably look at Lil Wayne as a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody keeps saying how Lil Wayne was helped out by Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And gave him like 14 million or something to help him out in Texas. Now, that was a generous gesture. You know what I'm saying? For him to do that, he didn't have to do that. But for whatever reason, he fucked with Lil Wayne on that. So, this ain't saying Jay-Z don't fuck with Lil Wayne, but in the regional standpoint, like it's a pride thing. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see Jay-Z putting up a South nigga. You think about those features. Yeah, Jay-Z got songs with Lil Wayne, got songs with T.I. Just trying to name guys in the South. Young Jeezy. But he actually signed Young Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, to Def Jam, So that was more, for business. Rick Ross did have done songs with Rick Ross. Once again, Def Jam, he was the president at Def Jam, so he had a business interest in that. But I don't think he actually went and got a South artist, that wasn't in his business interest. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all like T.I. or Lil Wayne, or just any other any other artist from the South not named UGK. We all know about Big Pimpin'. UGK, one of his biggest hits. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, I just don't know. Jay-Z, showing love to the South like that. He's very, very, prideful about, New York and, where he come from, and just pretty much everybody I done met, they very, very prideful about New York and where they come from. They feel like they know everything, and others don't, and they come from this, and yada yada. So I wouldn't call it blackballing Lil Wayne, but definitely some sort of this borderline disrespect. If you ask me, what I'm talking about. And yeah, man, everybody's in the uproar about this, man. Everybody's in the uproar about this. So just I got one actual thing that I think might happen since all this has occurred. I'm sure the people. I'm sure the people that make these decisions, aka Jay-Z, hears everything that's going on, and it could be, a surprise. Super Bowl come and Lil Wayne actually comes out. So keep that in mind. This is marketing genius at its finest. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that might be kept under wraps. So just keep that in mind. And this right here too. Let's think about it like this. You know what I'm saying? It could be exec that Jay-Z is really targeting. Lucien Grange, Universal. That's the guy that's in front of Drake or behind Drake. The big money machine. Lucien Grange, Universal. So this might be a tactic or a move by Jay-Z for Lucien Grange. So what I'm saying, this shit is chess, not checkers. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces added to the equation. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta pay attention. And like I say, man, we'll see what really happened, man. I would love to see Lil Wayne in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? In his hometown. The legend himself, and get some shine at Super Bowl, man. He could have put on a good performance. He got songs with everybody, all genres. Like Kendrick Lamar. Not a Taylor Swift feature, but what I'm saying. Other than that, he can bring out a plethora of artists and put on a good show. I think, man, in his hometown. So, let's cape for Lil Wayne on this one, and let's congratulate Kendrick Lamar on this one as well, because I think he deserved it. Had a good year this year, and he did what the whole industry wanted him to do, which was take down the monster, Drake.